main thing I just want to ask about is the scheduling where you only get 3 home non-conference games. So, and because of that, how important is it to win? To get that feeling of winning on your home floor to develop that advantage.
We knew we were coming off a tough stretch at Oregon State and South Dakota, and we knew these 2 games at home were critical, and we had to get those W's. And we do have a lot of road games this year, and scheduling is always a challenge. Seemed like more of a challenge for this season, with a lot of returns. So these 2 wins just give you momentum going into San Diego.
Is it, I guess if you can take me behind the scenes of that, like, what is that like to schedule? Because I assume everybody knows what you have back, what your roster looks like. Are people just saying, no thanks, and then you just have to kind of keep asking?
Scheduling's changed. It's a little different, and there were challenges with the conference going from 18 games to 20. So you have, you lose an opportunity to schedule a home game. It is a lot of that, trying to, we always try to take our upperclassmen close to home. So that's always been a priority in our scheduling. But it is becoming, even more of a challenge, as, things change and just whether it's conference or scheduling. But it is a job that is very thankless at times.
Were you exposed to much of that in your years as an assistant, or has this kind of been a new thing for you?
I have done scheduling, and it is just as challenging as recruiting. I mean, you're constantly on the phone, you're contacting other coaches. Clearly you want to put your team in a good position in terms of wins and losses as you're going into, your conference play. You want to give your team some momentum, but also too scheduling games that challenge us and prepare us for the Mountain West Conference.
When you mentioned going to the upperclassmen, obviously South Dakota was for Jada. And is the Florida trip, was that just an exempt event, or is that for Milani?
Well, it's great. Milani's having an opportunity to play at home, and at Thanksgiving we always try to make it a priority to go somewhere warm. You have to be selective about what those opportunities are, and clearly, an opportunity like Florida opens up. We were in Puerto Rico last year. The year before that, we were in Hawaii for Joe Huntermer. So, while we love that Lonnie's going home, it just kind of worked out that way.
And was Oregon State for Keeley, or was Oregon last year for Keeley, or was that for Madison Smith? I'm losing track of where you're going for these players.
A little bit of both. We got Madison Smith close to home and got Keeley to Oregon, and and I think going back to Oregon, going back to Florida is an example of how scheduling can become more challenging, so that, we didn't have an opportunity to get to Ohio for Emily Adams. So while you try to stay in control of scheduling, sometimes it can be out of your control.
And then, with the way the game went tonight, I guess, obviously you won by 10 points. You'll take it. Would you like to see a little more ability to get some separation once you get that big lead?
100%. We go in the locker room at halftime and talk about just the first 3 minutes, how critical that was. We probably missed our first 4 to 5 shots, coming out of the locker room. Sometimes, honestly, I wish, it'd be best if we didn't have a halftime. But just trying to keep our energy up and helping this team to understand how important it is, when you get some lead that you extended. So we're not quite there. Anytime you stop the clock as many times as we did, fouling them, they're making free throws. I mean, they were 16 for 20 from the free throw line. So we just have to continue to, on our days in between, just talk about how important it is when you have these stretches, so that we continue to learn and get better.
I want to ask about Milani because she really looked like she was hell-bent on scoring points at the beginning of the game. Talk to me about her and how easy. Now she's 8th on the all-time scoring list. She just keeps climbing up. Just talk to me about her and how special maybe she is.
Well, she's sometimes it's amazing to watch, just how, she can get downhill and how I think she's very deceptively athletic. It is amazing, to watch her, especially when she's determined. She has a great pull-up jump shot. And she was very intentional tonight. She was 9 for 21. I do like that, she focused on what she does best. Okay, it's great. She was 1 for 2 from 3. Always am encouraging her to go 100% from the free throw line. But, it's hard to believe it's senior year because she can do things that no one else can.
Hard to believe it's senior for her. It's hard to believe Brett Clay's a freshman. Is that true? She plays like she's been playing college basketball a while.
Well, always, she's just a winner, and she competes. I didn't have an opportunity to see Brett play with her high school team, but anytime you come from a high school program that goes to 4 state championships, and she had that opportunity freshman to senior year, it makes a difference. She plays unaffected. She competes. She's extremely coachable. And she just doesn't hesitate out there. And she's going to get better and better.
As a freshman especially, you guys only have 3 non-conference home games. How important is it for you just to kind of get the feel of this and to get the taste of winning on your own floor?
It's been amazing to come out and play in Clune. It's definitely an amazing experience. Nothing I've ever felt before. I feel like the crowd is really electric. So just getting these home wins means a lot because we're on the road so much. I think it just gives us momentum going into these tough on the road battles.
Yeah. And as the season goes on, and you are playing at home, how important will it be to be able to look back and be like, okay, we won here, this is home, and have that just confidence of coming back here and having that kind of safe haven.
Yeah, honestly, going on the road, it's really tough. It's just a lot that goes into it, especially being at the academy. So being able to get these wins here really means a lot.
Yeah. Although being at the academy as a freshman, is there kind of a relief when you go away because you kind of get to escape everything here?
Yes, sir. Road trips are really fun. The girls are amazing, so getting to just spend time with them, outside of school, is obviously really nice, but it's definitely a lot to keep up with academics and just military duties that you're missing. So definitely pros and cons.
And, as a freshman stepping into such a veteran team, how have you kind of been embraced? How do you sense that those around you have kind of, welcomed you into the fold?
It's been amazing, honestly. Obviously, coming in as a freshman or to a new team in general, you don't know how they're going to react, how they're going to mesh. But from day one, they've been my best friends immediately. It's a little frightening coming in, playing with girls much older than you, but it's been an amazing transition, and I give it all to them. They've been amazing.
And you seem very confident as a player. Is that something, do you have to fake that? Or is that, if not, where does that come from?
Honestly, the coaching staff and my teammates, the coaches instill so much confidence in me. It makes it easy to go out there. Making a mistake is less heavy because they're so encouraging. And honestly, they just want me to go out there and play hard. My teammates make it super easy to be out there and be confident, making extra passes, and they just set me up the right way. So it's all thanks to them.
I think the big thing to me is you guys only play 3 non-conference home games. So, just to win as a team on your own floor, as you're getting a new team broken in, how important is that?
It's very important. Playing away for our first 3 games, it was hard, but it kind of gets us back into it, and we love playing at home. We love all the support. So it gives us a lot of confidence, and we just have a great time every time we play at home.
As the season goes on, to have a home court advantage, how important is that? Because it's such a grind, once you get in the Mountain West, to have something to fall back on and know when you're here that's an advantage. What does that mean?
I think it's important, but at the end of the day, we know that regardless of if we're home or away, we have to do what we need to do and play how we know we can play and just get the win.
Okay. And what's your health status? Obviously, you missed some time. Do you feel 100%?
Oh, yeah, I do. I would say my ankle's not 100%, but me personally, I feel good, so.
Okay. Yeah, and, what's the mentality of, having your last chance, senior year, and then fighting that early? What does that do to your mind?
It was definitely scary, but overall, I just trusted in God, and I knew I'd be okay regardless of what happened. So.
Okay. Yeah, and what are your thoughts on just the way this roster is looking? You know, with obviously, you know, Brett's playing huge minutes and contributing a lot. Everybody else is a veteran. Like, you know, what do you think about this team and the way it's shaping up?
I have so much confidence in this team. We're all very close, and we all trust in each other. I think we're a very talented team, and we're going to do a lot of good things this season.
And do you have one eye on the scoring list? I think you moved up at least one spot tonight. Like, is that something you kind of track a little bit?
Not necessarily. I just go out and play, and I'm just focused on that game. So it's nice hearing it, but I just really focus on each game.
Okay. And you guys go to Florida for a few games, right? We do, yeah. How close is that to where you grew up?
It's about 3.5 hours.
Okay. Will you have any? Is it close enough that anybody's going to be able to come see you?
Yes, I'm going to have my grandparents, my aunt and uncle, and my parents and sister come. So I'll have some family there. I'm looking forward to it.
Fantastic. Will there be nerves with that, or are you well beyond that at this point?
I'm beyond it. I just love playing in front of them. So.